Hey guys, Dobby back at you with another story. Big Earl Thompson, a 58-year-old retired farmer in the backwoods of southern Missouri, had been eyeing that old 1978 Ford F-150 rusting away in his late uncle's overgrown pasture for years. The truck was a legend in the family, once used to haul hay bales and drag stuck tractors out of mud holes. She's just sleeping, Earl would say, patting the hood like it was an old hunting dog. All she needs is some love and a little gas. One scorching July weekend, Earl decided it was revival time. He wrote in his buddy Dwayne, who claimed to be a shade tree mechanic because he once changed the oil on a lawnmower, and his nephew Cody, 19, full of TikTok car repair knowledge but zero real experience. They rolled up with a flatbed trailer, a case of beer, and enough optimism to power a small town. First problem, getting the truck out of the pasture. The grass was chest high and the tires were flatter than roadkill. Earl hooked up a come-along winch to his John Deere tractor. "This'll be easy," he boasted. 10 minutes later, the winch cable snapped with a twang that sounded like a gunshot. Whipping back and nearly taking Dwayne's hat off, they switched to plan B, push it while Earl towed it with the tractor. The truck lurched forward, straight into a hidden groundhog hole. The front end dropped like a stone, burying the bumper in mud. After 2 hours of digging, swearing in one near miss with a copperhead snake, they finally winched it onto a trailer using every chain and rope they owned. Victory beer was cracked. Back at Earl's barn, a sagging metal building that smelled like oil, hay, and regret, the real revival began. They drained the ancient gas tank, mostly rust, sludge, and varnished fuel that smelled like turpentine. Cody poured fresh gas while Dwayne fixed the carburetor by whacking it with a hammer. "That's how my daddy did it." Earl replaced the battery with one from his combine. The big moment, the key in the ignition. After 20 minutes of grinding and pumping the gas pedal like it owed him money, the old 351 V8 coughed, belched a cloud of black smoke that could be seen 3 counties over, and roared to life. The barn filled with cheers, high fives, and the sweet sound of a big block finally waking up. They decided to take it for a victory lap around the rural back roads. Earl behind the wheel, grinning like a kid on Christmas. For a smile perfect. Windows down, radio miraculously picking up a country station. Second mile, the brakes felt a little soft. Third mile, they were basically non-existent. That's when the real fun started. Coming down a gentle hill toward a one-lane bridge over a creek, Earl hit the brakes. Nothing. He pumped harder, still nothing. The truck was picking up speed. The engine now was sounding suspiciously like it was running on pure adrenaline and bad decisions. Dwayne yelled, "Steer into the ditch." Cody screamed, "We're all gonna die." Earl, in full country problem-solving mode, yanked the wheel toward the only soft landing he saw. A muddy soybean field belonging to his neighbor, Old Man Wilkins. The F-150 left the road like a poorly aimed missile, sailed over a drainage ditch, and belly flopped into the field with a massive splorch. Mud exploded everywhere. The truck slid 50 yards on its belly before coming to a stop, nose buried in the dirt like it was trying to hide from embarrassment. They climbed out, covered head to toe in Missouri mud that smelled suspiciously like fertilizer. The truck still running, but now sitting at a 30-degree angle with two tires spinning uselessly in the air. That's when old man Logan showed up on his own tractor, shotgun in the rack, laughing so hard he could barely speak. "Earl, you damn fool," he wheezed. "That's the fastest the field's ever been plowed." The revival was officially a success. The truck ran, sort of, for about 3 miles. Total cost in parts and beer around $400. Total humiliation, priceless. The F-150 still sits in Earl's barn today, now with a hand-painted sign on the door that reads, "The resurrection of 78 died again in 24. Earl's new motto: "Next time we're just pushing it in through the creek and calling it a submarine." Rural car revival rule number 1: if it starts, celebrate quickly. Rule number 2: never celebrate loudly until you confirm the brakes work. Thanks for listening, guys, and putting up with my speech impediments and my Shatner-esque pauses. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.